guys, welcome back to another Q&A video with myself, Renata from Nourish with Renata. I'm your intuitive nutrition coach, and I'm here to help empower you to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. And I'm here with the amazing Coach Mack.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women transform into the fittest, strongest mamas they can be, one small step at a time.
I love it. So today we have such a great question and something that I think there is a lot of confusion about. So I'm really curious to hear your take on this, Mac. The question is, do our bodies need to do cleanses to be healthy? What do you think?
So I agree with you. And I think that is so perfectly stated that there's so much confusion around the topic of cleanses because we've all heard of juice cleanses or bone broth cleanses or fasting as a way to cleanse. And there's all types of different methods that it's really more marketing than it is actually cleansing anything in your body. So I will say my thought on those types of cleanses, the very gimmicky marketing ones that you have to do a cabbage broth cleanse for 5 days, which sounds terrible, by the way. I do not believe in those at all. So your body has systems in place to cleanse everything about it. Your kidneys clean your blood, your body cleans up dead cells. There are certain foods and vitamins and minerals that you can take to help those processes, which I hope you'll talk about. But my opinion on if someone says, hey, what do you think about a juice cleanse? No is typically my answer, because you don't need to, there's nothing that you need to cleanse, like all the toxins out of your body. It does that on its own. So that's basically my short answer. And I'll let you get way more into the weeds of the nutrition side of it, because I think there's just the marketing side took things way too far for me that it'd be really hard for me to recommend someone doing like a juice cleanse type of thing. So I'm very curious to hear your answer. And again, I'm sure that you will elaborate way more than I did.
Well, what is funny is that I completely agree with you. I mean, that's not the thing that is funny, but I I agree with you is what I'm saying. And let me explain why. So just like you mentioned, cleanses, detoxes are often used interchangeably, but it's important to know what that means. So a cleanse is basically a limited or restricted way of eating or drinking in order to allow your body to detoxify or eliminate toxins, just like you mentioned. Now, you were absolutely accurate when you said that your body is already designed to detoxify itself. We have so many different things going on in our body that are always detoxifying. So it's the liver, it's the kidneys, it's your digestive system, even your breathing pathways have things built in to help you to detoxify all the time. So this idea that in order to be healthy, right, that you have to do a cleanse or a detox isn't necessarily true, because you're constantly detoxifying. Now, the thing to remember is sometimes part of your pathways for detoxification can get a little bit muddied. Like there can be things that block the natural detoxification process. So let's take, for example, your digestive tract. If you're really constipated, then obviously you're not going to be able to adequately detoxify your digestive tract, i.e. you're not going to the bathroom to have a bowel movement, you're not eliminating those toxins, and you do have the opportunity to reabsorb those toxins back into your body. And so things that we can do instead of cleanses is actually aid your body's natural detoxification pathways. And so there's lots of ways to do this. One of the reasons why I think both you and I do not enjoy juice cleanses or do not recommend them is because there's nothing necessarily in them that are going to aid the amplification of these detoxification pathways. Whereas if you're doing things like you're having some really good fiber sources, if you're making sure you're drinking enough water even. These are all great things to help you, for instance, improve your digestive system so that you are eliminating thoroughly through bowel movements, which will then help that one pathway for natural detoxification. So all that to say, you don't have to do a cleanse, you don't have to do a detox in order to be healthy. The thing that I would recommend is look at your dietary habits, look at your lifestyle habits, and figure out, how can I do things there that can help me to naturally amplify my detoxification pathways? So we talked about fiber. We can also talk about probiotics. But not only that, perhaps you want to start eliminating toxins around the home. For instance, some harsh chemicals in your cleaning products or your beauty products. These are all great ways to help you to continue to naturally detoxify. And you don't have to go ahead and buy some really expensive juices.
Yes, I love everything that you said. And I think the number one point that you touched on, because it was part of the question, was what it takes to be healthy. And I think the ones that we typically think of when people come to us and ask about it are the ones that are like, oh, I lost 15 pounds in 5 days on this cleanse or this detox thing. It's like, no, it's not. No cleanse or detox should be about weight loss. So if you're really interested in detoxification and helping your body's natural processes, it's a totally different story than the marketing schemes that we've unfortunately been sold.
Yes, I completely agree. And I mean, there's so many things that we can go into in regards to juice cleanses, into really any of the other cleanses that you might hear online. But always the thing that I go back to is, how can we just help your body, support your body to do what it's supposed to be doing? And so that's why I created my 7-day natural detox, which is really just amplifying your natural detoxification pathways. So we're increasing fiber. We're having things like bone broth that can be a great supplement to healing the gut, to aiding with collagen intake, for instance, helps to boost immunity. These are all great things that food can actually do to help you to be healthier, whatever that in particular means to you. So take that as you will, but juice cleanses and detoxes are not necessarily something you have to do.
Well said.
Awesome. Okay, we will be back with another question in the next video. We'll see you then.